This is what Jenkins looks like. If you are looking to learn CICD as a QA automation engineer or even a DevOps engineer, if you're trying to get into DevOps, even though what I do is automation engineer, you do need to learn CICD. And one of the first tools I recommend you learn is Jenkins. It's still the most popular CICD tool out there. It's one of the oldest ones, but still a lot of companies are using that. The job market actually needs this more than anything, according to my research. I'll talk about that in another time. This is what it looks like when you log in, and it's not the first time, right? There's jobs created. So in a company, you get a job, and the first day you get your credentials and you log in. It looks like this. All of those are individual jobs, right? One of those things does a certain thing. Probably runs a Python script. It will run some kind of Java code. It will do some one thing, and you can change them. So for example, I have a pipeline here to do app deployment pipeline. In this case, this is a CI/CD pipeline, kind of in an old school way. So it's a series of jobs. The first job is polling, checking if there is any code change in the repository. If there is any code change, it's going to say, hey, there is brand new code. Let's go ahead and build it. It's going to run this guy. This guy is going to take the code and puts it into the server. Then once this is successful, it's going to trigger the next job. This job will trigger the next job. The next job will run smoke test. This job, after it's running the smoke test, is going to say, hey, smoke test passed. So let's trigger the next one. The next job runs and push the code into test environment. So this is the old school of way doing pipelines where you kind of chain one job versus another. Now a newer way of doing it looks like this. This is a more complicated CI/CD pipeline, but the same thing. The code gets checked out if there's a change. It will also check if there's any code changes. Then it does a bunch of things, and this makes it easy to run in parallel. In this case, for example, this guy right here is running a lot of tests in parallel. It's running tests on Windows 11, on a Mac, on Firefox, on Chrome at the same exact time. And the way you create this is with code. So in part of your repository, you're going to have a file called Jenkinsfile, and this Jenkinsfile has instructions on how to build this pipeline. So you basically need to learn how to create this. A little bit complicated compared to the other CI/CD tools, but that's what Jenkins decided to do. So you learn how to create the syntax, how to format it, and then that turns out to be like this. It will end up being a CI/CD pipeline like that. So my overall, just get used to the UI. The user interface of Jenkins is free. You can just go install it on your laptop, whether you're on a Mac or Windows. You can install it and start to play with it. So when you take a course, that's what you're going to do. So I just want to do a quick introduction of what Jenkins looks like if you are looking into CI/CD. My name is Jenkinsfile. I'm a senior software engineer in test. I do help others learn QA automation and become an engineer. So check out the links in the description, the comment, and the bio. And if you want to join me in my one-on-one coaching or my membership, I'll be very happy to have you.